Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to teach you how you can quickly master your forehand. I'm going to show you how to do this in 3 basic moves, and I'm also going to give you an awesome drill that you can use against the wall. So let's get right into this video. Okay, so the 3 things we're going to focus on is number 1, your contact point. Number 2 is going to be your offhand setup, and number 3 is going to be your finish. All right, so first of all, if you watch the pros play today, their preparation is actually getting more and more simplified, not more and more complex. There are still some players on the tour who have amazing forehands to where you're going to see the racket go to the non-hitting side of the body, meaning that it's a very big backswing and the racket's over here. Here's the hitting side, there's the non-hitting side. There's still some amazing forehands where they take the racket this far back and go to hit. But what you're going to see more and more of is that the players today are keeping the racket closer to the hitting side and having less and less of a big extended backswing because the game's going so fast and because they figured out that they can actually generate lots of power and racket and speed in a short amount of time. The swings are actually getting shorter and shorter. So what we're going to focus on when we go to the wall is actually keeping the contact point and the preparation right to the point where we're almost hitting the ball and taking almost no backswing. This is going to help us quickly find really good contact and make the hitting and the follow through so simple that when you go and you hit with people, you don't have to worry about how much are you doing back here leading up to the ball. And as you get more confident, then you can take a little bit of a bigger backswing if you want to, but you really don't need to. The second thing I want you focused on is this arm that's not hitting the ball. Lots of people don't understand. Why are we going to focus on something that we're not using? You are using it, okay? What are you going to use it for? Number 1, when I get this arm out here, now you can see I can use my core to load up and rotate for power just by getting this arm here, this shoulder. Look how the shoulder twists me up and gets me ready to hit the ball. So make sure you're using this. Another thing you're going to use it for is to measure where the ball is. If you're setting up here and the ball is coming under your arm, notice how is the ball coming in? How are you tracking it? You track it with this offhand. And if it's coming under here, you're going to be too close as you hit. Even if it's coming over the hand, guess what? You're still too close. Most tennis players are too close to the forehand when they hit the ball. And then what you want to do is actually have the ball, if I set this hand up here, look how far outside the hand I want to be. We want to hit the ball right there. So we want a good amount of space between our arm that's setting up and the actual string that's hitting the ball. So make sure you're using that, you're measuring it. Another thing you don't want to do is set up your arm here and let the ball move past your arm here. Now all of a sudden you're late. So you want to put this arm out here and you want to be hitting the ball out there, right where that arm is as you start to rotate. Bam, that's where your contact point is going to be to hit that shot. Okay, finally, how many follow-throughs are there in tennis? What do you think there is? Is there 1? Is there 2? How many? In my mind, there are infinite number of follow-throughs that the pros are doing. Like Rafa Nadal said, no 2 shots are the same. It's like snowflakes. Every ball is a little bit different pace, land a different spot. All kinds of things make each shot unique. But a lot of shots feel very similar, and you want to master that repetition, okay? So tennis is full of contradictions. Now, to me, even though you can have a bunch of different swing paths and planes, they can literally be infinite, there's 4 basic follow-throughs that you're going to see a pro do. Number 1, I call the basic or the traditional. And that's where you come here and you catch the racket over your shoulder. And today's player, their racket is most likely to be saying hello to the fence. Remember that. I call this the sideways hello finish in the basic follow through. Catching the racket over the shoulder. That's number 1. That's what we're going to focus on. Number 2, and you'll see Roger do this a lot, especially when he moves into the court. He follows through and he kind of whips over his shoulder here. That's another one, especially if you want to hit down on the court. That's great. So there's usually a reason why we're doing different follow-throughs. Another one that you probably heard of is a windshield wiper follow-through, which I also like to call pocket to pocket, which is basically, here's one of your pockets, here's the other pocket, and so you're setting up on one pocket, you're finishing to the other pocket. And then finally, you got the Rafa buggy whip forehand that's coming up over your head. I would master the basic one first, the traditional, because this is gonna give you really good fundamentals, and it's a good way to kind of find where you are. And this is also gonna help you hit the ball long and deep. So what I'm gonna bring you to right now is the wall to give you a drill, to give you an exercise that you can do to really master your forehand. Okay, so here we are, we're inside the wall here, and we're gonna master our forehand in the 3 steps I've been teaching you. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to get your hand out here, out in front, basically where you'd make that contact, okay? Right where you make that contact. And then as you put the ball out here, leave that arm there, the non-dominant arm, and then hit, and then catch the ball through, each and every time. Now when you do this, it's gonna help you really find the contact easy. And what I want you to also do is hold the racket. I think it's best to start in a semi-western grip if you're new to the forehand or you're trying to change your forehand and be more like the pros. How do you find that? You basically just drop your racket on the ground and pick it up. Now that's gonna make sure that your edge of the racket, I like to call this the edge of the racket, is leading forward. Tennis at a high level these days, the tennis pros are attacking the ball with their edges. So if they're gonna hit a topspin shot, they're attacking with the top edge. If they're gonna hit slice, they're gonna attack with the bottom edge. And this is more like when players are gonna volley, okay? So we wanna be here with the top edge hitting the ball. So we just basically wanna get that ankle set, and then all we gotta do is just drop and fall through. Drop, fall through, drop, fall through. Over and over again. Really simple to start mastering the forehand. So you saw me do nice little patty cakes there when I got the sidewall going. But you can actually hit the ball pretty hard and solid from a good distance away without a big backswing. Let me demonstrate. I'm gonna keep the racket here, but you're gonna see I'm gonna do one, and I'm gonna hit the next ball fairly hard, and you can see that I'm not having a big backswing. Okay, that's all with a short backswing, just using my body. So if you want to learn how to hit the ball on your forehand much better, much more efficiently, and more like the modern players are doing, as well as learn some of the old school techniques that you don't want to lose, the fundamentals you want to have on your forehand, then sign up for my 7-day forehand challenge. Go down in the description box, go up in the card section, give this video a like, and we'll see you guys on many, many more videos.